Hello, this is Mr. Frail coming at you. Today's essential question, which you need to write in your notes and be able to answer at the end of this video is, what are the rules for multiplying and dividing integers? Write that down now and pause the video until you have it. Alright, we've got 3 swabats for today. Students will be able to, number 1, distinguish or tell the difference between the rules for adding, subtracting, and the multiplying, dividing integers rules. Number 2, determine if a problem should have a negative or positive answer before you even solve it. And number 3, be able to to accurately solve problems that include negative and positive numbers with all 4 types of operations. Write these 3 learning targets, swabats, down now. So our next step is to figure out what are the rules for multiplying integers. Well, there's just 2 simple rules. The first is, if the numbers have the same sign, the answer will be positive. If the answers have opposite signs, one is positive and one is negative, the answer is negative. Pretty simple. Write these rules down. What are the rules for dividing integers? Well, it's kind of nice. They're the same rules as multiplying. Yay. So if one number is negative, the answer is negative. If both are negative, the answer is positive. They're the same sign. Okay, let's do some practice. Pause the video here and say out loud where you think each of these should go. Okay, now I'm going to tell you the answers. So the first one, both of these are negative. So a negative times a negative is going to have a positive answer. The next one has 1 negative and 1 positive. Therefore, the answer is negative. This one has a positive and a negative, and it doesn't matter the order, and it doesn't matter how big the number is. Because only one of them is negative, the answer is negative. Both of these numbers are negative, so we have a positive answer. Same rules for division. So if one of the numbers is negative, the answer is negative. If both of them are negative, the answer is positive. Finally, if one is negative, it doesn't matter if it's the first or the second, the answer is negative. Are you paying attention? Alright, what if there are more than 2 numbers in the problem? Well, you should definitely panic and start screaming. I'm kidding. It's the same as the rules we learned for multiple negative signs. If there's 1 negative sign, the answer is negative. If there are 2 negatives, the answer is positive. Now don't confuse that with subtraction signs. I'm talking about if there's both numbers are negative, the answer is positive. But if there's 3 negative numbers being multiplied or divided, or a combination, the answer is negative. If there's 4 negative numbers, the answer is positive, and so on. Okay, how can I get good at this? Well, you're going to have to practice a lot of problems. You're going to practice multiplying and dividing problems, and then you're going to have to mix in some adding and subtracting, and remember the rules are different. Remember, playing integer war helps. You can play integer war with multiplying integers. It would be very tough with dividing, but you can do it with multiplying. Please also go to Khan Academy or Study Island. They have some good practice. Do this in class and make sure you ask your teacher for help and other students, because many people know how to do this in your class. Right now, you're going to go to Khan Academy and check out some of the practice problems. If you go to Khan Academy and you go to multiplying and dividing negative numbers, you'll see some examples. -6 times +8. There's only 1 negative. So I type in negative and I've memorized that to be 48, or I use my multiplication table, and it's correct. There is another video on Khan Academy that's helpful if you want to see that. Good luck, you can do it.